Hello, good morning. It is Tuesday. We are on our way to a meeting for the kitchen. I have my makeup bag with me because I'm gonna do my makeup in the car because we are running slightly behind. We won't be late, but if I did my makeup before leaving the house, we would be late. 9:05, we have to be there at 9:30. Takes us about 20 minutes to get there, so we're doing well. I mentioned last week that we pivoted our plans for the kitchen. We are starting with the laundry entrance and then we are going to the kitchen afterwards. And because of that change, we have to kind of just make a couple of tweaks to the plan of the kitchen right now. So we're on our way to workshop design right now to go talk to them about those little shifts of the plan, and I'm gonna do my makeup on the way. Good morning.
Good morning.
Just your average country morning traffic. This will delay our time just a little bit, but...
This is how we gotta do it. You gotta go all the way over, and then you basically just part the Red Sea like Moses, except in this case, it's a white sea of lambs. Looking out the window right now. Go on.
Morning.
How are you?
Good, yourself?
Good.
We just finished up the meeting. It went really well, all very exciting stuff. We stopped by quickly a little coffee shop bakery to get a flat white, and I got myself a quiche Lorraine. It's later on in the day. I'm filming this on my iPhone right now. We've been given the go-ahead to grab some firewood that's been chopped up over here. Or didn't you work on chopping this up? Eliana's on the adventure with us. She's in her car seat. Country adventures. Alex chopped this up with some friends that live in the area, and we are coming to collect some more of it.
It's almost too muddy, to be honest. We've had a big old tractor through here, and even though we got four-wheel drive, like, it's just rained a little bit today. It's supposed to rain like every day for the next few days, and I just have a feeling that if we don't get this now, then it's gonna be too wet to get.
Four feet on the stripes in the Alabama highway, out there in the open, just a wishing and a hoping. I could smell the pines when I let you in the doorway. Took the seat next to mine like you've been there before. I'm different.
Hello, it is the next day. Eliana's napping. Alex is out at the hardware store per usual. We've got the fireplace going and my computer here. My little today is the day notepad. I just pulled off the page that was in front of this one because it was from like a month ago, because that's when I was doing a little planning. And I was like, it's time to get a little bit more organized. I'll go into that a little bit more in a second. I don't know. I just feel like over the last couple of years, I haven't bought a yearly planner because I feel like I buy them and then I don't end up using them as much as I would hope to. So I kind of told myself, no more yearly planners. You don't even use them. Use your Google Calendar in your phone and things like that. What do you guys do? What's your organization tool? What have you learned over the years that works best for you? I feel like I'm still trying to figure that out even at this stage and age of my life. I am so in need of a life reset and reorganizing pretty much every closet and drawer in our house. And I think I'll just create a video about it because it'll help inspire me to do it anyways, just like a resetting my whole life video. because I want to clear out the bathroom drawer. I want to clear out Eliana's drawers and like reorganize those, her closet, our closet. I have so much stuff that I don't wear anymore at this stage of my life that I need to donate, and just like rethink my entire closet and our office and just everything that I felt this morning when I was getting ready, a bit overwhelmed because everything was everywhere. I had too much of this, not enough of that. Chaos in drawers, and just the process of getting ready for me. I was just like, where is everything and what am I doing? And why is this taking so much longer than it needs to be? I didn't even get like that ready. I just put on a sweater, some earrings, and put my hair up. But it just felt like everything was everywhere. So that is how I'm feeling. I really am feeling inspired to reorganize, to reset. I'm also feeling really good that I'm vlogging again this week. We're staying in the flow. Thank you all so much for all of the love on my last video. Just the comments were so kind, just welcoming me back and being like, you don't have to apologize for taking time off, spend time with your daughter. And I've just been so lucky to have such kind people following along all of these years. And it's just, it's so pleasant. It's so lovely. Such a warm welcome coming back after spending, I don't know, maybe when did I post last? It was in December, January, February, March, April. So I took about 4 months off. I never took a maternity leave, which is what I mentioned in that last video. And there were other things that I didn't mention in that video that I want to mention in this one, because I just watched that one back and I was like, oh, there's like some things that I didn't really talk about. One of them being that here in New Zealand, it's really common for moms to take a year off of work when they first have their baby. Now, obviously everyone's a bit different. Sometimes people only take 6 months, sometimes they take a year and so forth. But they have the option to extend to a year. And I just find that to be honestly like what feels like the right amount of time, at least a year, because I think, and I've been thinking about parents in the US quite regularly during this stage, because I don't have a traditional job, nor do I live in the US anymore. So going through this stage of motherhood and parenthood, I have had my mind on my friends and parents and just people that I know and don't know in the States who have kids, and the maternity leave and the fact that there really isn't, and that it's up to the employer to allow for some maternity or paternity leave. And the fact that the US just doesn't even offer it, just going through it recently just blows my mind. And of course, like, I didn't really take a maternity leave because I could have applied for it in New Zealand, but I ended up not, just because my job's not traditional and I wanted the option to work if I wanted to and if I felt like I wanted to, and I did. In like the first like 3 months postpartum, I did some work and stuff, and I wanted to, and I felt like I had the energy to at the time. I think I more so ended up feeling like I needed time off recently, and that's why I took it. That feeling of being like, wow, I took like 4 months off of what I do. And then reminding myself, oh wait, actually here in New Zealand, most moms have the option to take a year off, which feels right. And I wish that everybody gets that opportunity. And I really hope, not to get super political or anything, but I really hope that that becomes more of an option for people all over the world to be able to take time off to be with their children. And that first year of motherhood, now that I've done it and I've checkmarked that, it is so crucial and important for just like the bonding of you and your child, and just like your baby needs and wants you. And I just know that that's not easy and it's not the answer for everybody, because the way that society is built doesn't give us the option to do that, because we have to go to work, we have to make money. And I know that I come from like a privileged point because I have a non-traditional job and I get to be home and I get to make the choices when it comes to I'm just so flexible with my life. My life is very flexible. which works really well when you have a kid. That said, that doesn't mean that I don't think about people who are not in those shoes. And that said, there might be people in those other shoes who like it that way. They're like, I like to continue work. It makes me feel good. It's good for my mental health. So I'm not saying that it's all doom and gloom, but I know that it can be really hard for new moms or seasoned moms who are having their next kid. So that's just like kind of been on my mind. And I wanted to open up that conversation with you guys, and I want to know what you guys think and feel and your experiences as moms. Another thing I didn't mention in the last vlog, which when I watched back, I was like, oh, I should have talked about that a little bit more. Primarily because if anybody is going to be having a 1-year-old soon and having a 1-year-old birthday party, it's such a fun theme for a birthday party that I really wanted to share it with you guys, to just in case you want to use the idea and share some photos with you guys and just kind of like reminisce about her actual first birthday. We did the theme fairy first birthday, primarily because Eliana just is a fairy to me. She just like reminds me of a little fairy child. And we're just really into enchanted forest around here. We feel like we live in an enchanted forest. We've got little fairy doors down by the creek, and whenever I bring her down there, she gets like so excited about them and stuff. I definitely wanted to make it fairy themed, and then I was actually on Pinterest just looking up like fairy themed birthday, and I saw a birthday cake on Pinterest that said fairy first birthday, like, you know, very first, but fairy first. And I just was like, that is it. That is the theme. And so on the invitation, I wrote fairy attire or gnome attire. I wanted to give an option just in case, you know, boy and girl, maybe the boy wouldn't want to dress up as a fairy. So I said, and if he did, that would be fine too, but I just wanted to give the option just in case. So I did fairy and gnome outfits optional at the bottom. So some of the kids came with like little fairy wings and stuff like that. So cute. So that was the theme. There's so many different things you could do with that theme. So just wanted to tell you guys what the theme was, just in case you're thinking about your baby's first birthday coming up and you want to do something like that. Another thing I wanted to do today in this organization process is to go back on Pinterest, one of my favorite places, and look up just some different recipes. I want to create I've been doing like a food prep bean salad, and actually I need to call Alex because he's stopping at the grocery store. I need a little bit more stuff for that. I should do that soon. So I just called Alex. He actually just left the grocery store, but I think I have everything I need.
Full stop. Can't believe I live in your thoughts. I think about you all the time, morning, evening, and midnight. Such a wonderful delight.
Hello, it is a day or two after you guys have seen me last. When I started the vlog, it was Tuesday. And before that Tuesday, there was a lot going on that I didn't mention. I feel like this is the vlog of things I didn't mention. Eliana had a pretty bad fever. We took her into urgent care several different times because the fever got worse, and the doctor was like, you should come in if her fever gets worse tomorrow. And it did. So we brought her in. And then she got a little rash at the end of it, which we ended up finding out was just like a fever rash. Babies have really delicate skin, so their skin may react to a fever. And so she got a little rash because of it. That said, it was very scary for us as new parents, but I think it never changes probably. If you're a parent, anytime your kid has a fever and is unwell, then you're going to worry about them. So we were in and out of urgent care. She was way better by Tuesday. So that's why I kind of started off the vlog really lighthearted, and we were just going to the kitchen meeting, but I was like, I can't not mention that because I mentioned it on my Instagram stories, and so many of you were really lovely responding and just like wishing her well, and she is well. She is good now, but it is always scary to see your little baby not well. So luckily she got through it and she's all good, back to her happy little self. And I just couldn't end this vlog without showing you guys my grape jam because I'm very proud of it. I made 3 jars. only 3 jars because we were at the very tail end of our grape journey. We actually sold some this year. We sold some 2 years past, like 2 years ago, through our friends at Little Farms, and we sold them again this year because we had so much. We are about to head out the door to go to a birthday dinner with friends at this little cabin pizza place that we have local to us that is so quaint and cute. They're open only 3 hours a week on Friday nights, and we love going because they mill their own flour there and they make their pizzas from scratch, and you can like bring your own whatever, like appetizers or drinks or whatever. It's just the coziest experience. So that will be really fun. And I just wanted to say thank you all so much for watching this video, and I will see you all very soon in the next one, which is probably going to be the video about resetting my entire life, because that's what I'm feeling like next week is going to be all about. See you guys soon.